You fight with the strength of many men, Sir Knight.
Huh?
Hello fellow Disney Plus watcher, it's nice to talk with you about Disney Plus today. If you love Disney and Disney Plus as much as I do and enjoy talking about it, why not click the subscribe button to stay up to date, and please give it a like because it helps the video and the channel. Thanks! The Quest, the 8-episode long series that confused the living out of me when I heard about it, because I had no idea about the existence of the original ABC show. This is a show that has kept me up at night, trying to research, is this a reality show or a fictional fantasy tale? I was very confused at first. That show is now out on Disney Plus. And of course, stupid me, it's both a reality series and a fictional one. It's merged. The Quest follows 8 teenagers that are dragged into a competition in the fictional world Everealm. And you know what? I am open to an idea like this, albeit skeptical. We're basically getting a reality show that's half fiction, which means I'm already asking questions about what exactly is real and what's not, and that might be the point of this series. Now, I've only watched the very first episode, so don't worry about spoilers about how the show's gonna go. I don't know. I do talk about some details in this episode, but if you're still on the fence about seeing this show, I've watched only 1/8 of it, so you don't have to. One part of me feels bad about not making it through the rest of the show. I'm sorry. I have to be honest, my intention was to watch it all and then give you my thoughts, but honestly, I can't bring myself to binge it, and I can explain to you why exactly that is. Because first of all, I personally really hate binging. If I watch more than 3 episodes of a show at once, I kind of feel empty and worthless. Even if all the work's done, I have a free day, I'm totally off, I can do whatever I want. That doesn't mean anything. Binging feels like a weakness to me, and that's totally personal, I know, it's fine. Second of all, it's so bad. This show, it's actually, I shouldn't be surprised at all, but this series exists in an uncomfortable limbo, and it seems to, at least judging from the setup of the show, the first episode, in combining 2 very different things, a fictional series filmed like a fantasy movie and a reality show at the same time. Both aspects are incredibly, and I mean incredibly half-assed. I'll explain better why I say that and exactly what I mean. But third of all, I have to say, out of all the Disney Plus shows that release weekly, I mean, like 9 out of 10 Disney Plus original shows come out week by week instead of an all-out binge dump at once. This is the show you're gonna release all at once, Disney? That's weird. I'm actually a bit staggered. This is one of the few times Disney Plus harks back to cable TV stuff with the whole idea of a reality contest show. I mean, a reality contest that screams stay tuned for next week. So I'm kind of confused. So everybody has a choice to watch 1 a week or whatever, but I have to sit here and plow through 8 episodes of this stuff just to review it here as quickly as I can? No, sorry. I want to be here for you guys, and I have too much fun making these videos over here, but I'm drawing the line right here. So this video is not really a review of The Quest, but rather my response to the first episode, my thoughts on this show's ambitions and how I felt about the wonky concept of smashing together a completely fictional, almost cinematic series and a reality TV show setting. Spoiler alert, it didn't work for me, like at all. But hey, if you're frustrated and maybe feel a little bit like I owe you the whole series review, I'm kind of open to it, but let me know in the comments below. 7 more of these honestly uncomfortable pieces of television will be worth my time if I can do it for you guys and we can talk about it together. But 15 people is my lower limit. So if you want it to happen, only thing you have to do is to quickly let me know in the comment section right now, and from 15 people and on, I'll do it. So the first episode starts out with actually 2 intros, which was a bit much. I felt weird about seeing an intro that explained the premise perfectly, and then after it seeing this text come up on screen that explained to us once again what it's about. 8 real teenagers were immersed into a fantasy world, it says. But now that I'm thinking about it, it makes sense to me what they are trying to do here. The first intro is edited and narrated as a reality TV show intro, like more of the pitch that is necessary on cable TV to gauge audiences and to promise them what they're gonna watch the next 45 minutes and prevent them from changing channels. That's how that first intro was put together. And the second intro that follows after the text screen is more like a riff on the Game of Thrones intro. If you're in a grumpy mood or having a bad day, you could call it a rip-off. It was really like Game of Thrones. But after a very badly shot and choreographed battle of knights, like an action sequence, we get the plot explained to us another king has fallen, and if they don't find the one true hero, the whole kingdom of Everealm will get taken over by this witch. And I really hope they would get at least one of the two concepts very right, have an epic tale and great lore building to get interested in, then we don't really care that the reality TV show kids are a bit annoying. Then we can enjoy the great story or character building even, because there are a lot of characters around the group of kids that are entirely in character and part of this world. But now, unfortunately, the epic fantasy tale is not much better than a role-playing cosplay party. And now, before you correct me by saying these kids have to be immersed into a world themselves, so we can't have a beautiful expansive world touched up by the greatest CGI out there with deep lore, because that requires planning, long casting processes, green screens, and more complicated scripts, and that's not what these kids are here for. I know, and I knew you'd say that. Thank you for bringing that up. Then okay, fine, let's do the cookie cutter, let's do the fantasy world where the chosen one literally gets the title, the one true hero, literally. Let's do the world that we just call Everealm, which is the default. It's a default Disney term for a magical parallel world. So let's use terms like Gem of Courage, the King's Stone, and the Fates. Fine, let's go so basic fantasy and let's have fun with it. But it's not fun. That's what I'm talking about. Do one of the two very well, and then the other can be the fun, quirky twist to it. But what I was talking about, this show is in a weird limbo. Sometimes we get these genuine reactions from the group of kids to what they're seeing. That's because most of the time they are in places and sets they haven't seen before, but we get so many lines from them that are quite obviously directed. I don't believe they studied lines before the day of filming, but this series is briefed. I guarantee you, the kids are kept in the dark about some stuff, but they so obviously are briefed and directed on more than we want to know. The quest actually shines a light on the obscure nature of reality TV, which is, reality TV is almost as coordinated as fictional movies are or series, or in a different way though. Yes, contestants are kept in the dark about certain stuff to get some reaction out of them, but there are pickups after the fact. Don't even question that for a second. I gotta tell you, someone I know took part in a reality program once, and when she talked about that, my mouth was on the floor when she told me how much of what I was seeing was fake. So I've experienced it firsthand and heard about what that experience was like. And reality TV, it's a farce, man. So much daily life stuff was pre-discussed in that program. Since that time, I watch reality TV shows with a very different lens. I think they should have done one of two things here. Create a truly great and well thought out fantastical story, or at least lore, and have that there to keep us intrigued. Or lean in completely in the campiness, have a camera crew genuinely follow everyone around in the castle or something as they come out of bed and accidentally find a fridge that shouldn't be there.
I love refrigerators.
Or something. Just have fun with the fact that this world isn't real and give us some background on the real lives of these kids. I think out of the two, the latter is exactly what I think they should have done. Just make it more of a light show. Sure, dress up this entire world as they do now, go for it, but they have to remember to take it with a grain of salt. All cosplay actors in this show take this extremely seriously, and so do the contestants. And all in all, everything about it feels bland. Also, something I noticed, by the way, the first episode doesn't really sell the idea that this is still a contest. Even the poster tells us that this is an epic competition, and the characters do reference that Everealm is waiting for the one true hero. Well, the first contest is just something where they have to find a hook to poke out an eye of an evil witch that contains a gemstone, and yes, I'm not kidding, they're not looking for the gem, they're looking for something to poke an eye out, and it's totally a group effort. So the competition stuff, part of it doesn't yet in this first episode pay off at all. This first episode to me was everything but engaging. It feels like a theme park experience, except you watch the rerun of a group of teens you never met and you don't get any personality idea from. So the first competition was a group effort to find a tool somewhere hidden in the woods. So far, it's trying to be everything at once, but it's ultimately nothing at all. It's not funny, not any fun, it's not inspiring. The acting is terrible. It's just a cosplay dress up, and maybe the rest will be more exciting, I don't know. But if you want me to talk more, if you like my thoughts on the quest, you know what to do. Comment down below and let me know if you want me to talk about the whole season. So, I don't know. Now it's up to you. What did you think about the quest, or are you watching it at all? Have you seen it or some of it? Let me know in the comments below and add D+ on the top of your comment if you want me to give my thoughts on your thoughts in the coming Sunday video. I'm thinking about wrapping this up. Thank you so much for watching. Did you like this video? Then there's the simple way to show support. Thank you so much. I'll be back Friday with Sneakerella. Definitely gonna watch that. Have a wonderful, wonderful day and see ya.